Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video we will have a look on the assembly of the TGL Ferrari 488 Technic set. This set is available in red and yellow variant. I chose to buy the red one since it's Ferrari. Bags 1 start with assembling the rear suspension area. Let's have a look at the connectors provided. The material is quite good where it's not too hard and not too soft. Assembly will be more easy. The first step here is to insert the connector into this pillar for the suspension base. And as I predicted, the connectors are very easy to insert. After a while assembling, we have this differential built. The gears movement are smooth as of now. This is how the suspension area looks after assembled. It connects very easily with the differential base. After a while, we will now start adding more gears into the assembly. The upper gear here somehow seems like it's not touching the gray middle gear. We will see if the connection will be better after further assembly. Bags 1 ends with the complete rear suspension assembly. The provided double suspension works well here. However, the gears problem just now are still there at this stage. In bag 2, we will start assembling the engine area which are located on top of the rear diff assembly just now. After a while, we will have more gears connected on the assembly. All of the gears movement are very smooth and I think this brand builds a very good gear parts nearly as good as Lego. Here, we have a no friction connectors. This really gives freedom to our gears to spins well. After a while, I just noticed that I forgot to build this mock-up motor parts. Since I bought the set without motor, I need to build this in order to connect the parts on the assembly. The instructions are on the very start of the manual books. This is how it looks after preps with parts to connect to the main assembly. We then starts working on the engine which is a V8. The engine also feels smooth with low frictions when rotated. Bags 2 ends with the completed engine assembly, married to the differential chassis. In bag 3, we will start building the gearbox and the base for the cockpit area. At the end, we will have this functioning gearbox that works very well. We will need to twist this knob here to change gear, meaning that the gear knob on the steering won't be usable. Bags 4 brings more reinforcement structure to the rear area of the car, and the assembly are starting to feels really solid. Here we have a different angle of bent connectors. Please double check and make sure you use the correct one. This here will be the engine cover. It looks too simple to me comparing with the details on the other parts of the set. Starting with bag 5, we will start using the red body parts provided. Here is one problem in this area. This connector are a bit too loose. Let's hope we won't lose it in the assembly process later. In bag 6 here, we will start building the front suspension area. Just the same as the rear suspension, the front suspension feels stiff enough to support the weight of the car. At the end of bag 6 here, we will have a working steering system and front suspension. With most of the driving system of the car completed, I will conclude this assembly video here as part 1. In part 2 we will continue building the body of the car. Stay tuned for my next video guys. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe.